Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. Today I'm going to recap all the college basketball, NBA, and NHL. Look ahead to tonight, MLB spring training, soccer, golf, reality TV, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start college basketball because this is March. We'll go over the results, and then we will look ahead to a very busy day today. A-10 first round, Fordham over Davidson, 71-63 OT. Big 12 first round, UCF over Oklahoma State, 77-62. ACC first round, Notre Dame over Georgia Tech, 84-80. A-10 first round, LaSalle over George Washington, 61-60. Big 12 first round, Cincinnati over West Virginia, 90-85. ACC first round, NC State over Louisville, 94-85. America East semifinal, Vermont over Hampshire, 66-59. A-10 first round, St. Louis over Rhode Island, 74-71. MAC first round, Canisius over Mount St. Mary, 77-61. America East semifinal, UMass Lowell over Bryant, 77-70. Southland semifinal, McNeese over Lamar, 76-57. CAA final, Charleston over Stony Brook, 82-79 in overtime. Horizon League final, Oakland over Milwaukee, 83-76. Northeast final, Wagner over Merrimack, 54-47. Miami over Boston or BC over Miami, 81-65, DC first round. Big Sky semifinal, Montana State over Sacramento State, 74-71. MAC first round, Iona over Manhattan, 60-57. WCC final, number 21 St. Mary's over number 17 Gonzaga, 69-60. Southland semifinal, Nichols over A&M Corpus Christi, 81-73 in OT. CUSA first round, FA over Jacksonville State, 76-67. Summit League final, South Dakota State over Denver, 76-68. Big Sky semifinal, Montana over Idaho State, 72-58. MAC first round, Niagara over Siena, 67-65. All right, like I said, super busy today. 11:30 a.m., A-10 second round, USA. St. Joe's, George Mason, Mary Lions. St. Joe's 2.8, total 142. And 13/20. And it is George Mason 1.5, total 136.5. I'm going to take the over still. 12 noon ESPN, ACC second round, Florida State, Virginia Tech. Lions Tech by 0.3 to 148 in 19/20, and it's 3.5 and 152.5. That's a hard one, but I'm gonna go under. 12:30 ESPN2, Big 12 second round, UCF number 20 BYU. Lions BYU 5.2 to 144 in 19/20, and it's 5.5 and 144.5. Very close. Slight over. At noon, you have, 1 o'clock, the American first round, Rice Wichita. My line's Wichita by 0.3 for 146. It's 3.5 and 139.5. Another over. 2 o'clock on USA, A-10 second round, Fordham VCU. That means VCU 7.25 to 142 and 3/20, and it is 8.5 and 134.5. I like the over. So many overs. Mountain West first round, Fresno, Wyoming. My line is Wyoming 3.8 to 143 and 17/20, and it's 7.5 and 137.5. Another over. 2:30 ESPN, ACC second round, Notre Dame Wake. Men's Wake 6 3/4 to 138 and 11/20, and it's 8.5 and 136.5. Over. SWAC quarterfinal, 3 o'clock, Bama A&M Alcorn. My line is Alcorn 8.2 to 147 and 11/20. And it's 3.5 and 139.5. Over. Pac-12 first round, USC Washington. Lions USC 1.5 to 153.5, and it is 3.5 and 152.5. I'm going to take Washington getting the points. UTSA Temple, American first round. My line is Temple 1.3 to 152 and 3/5. And how come I don't see this line? All right, so UTSA 1.5 total, 150.5. I'm just gonna take Temple plus 1.5 and minus 105 outright. Big 12 second round Oklahoma TCU. My line's TCU 2.7 to 148. And it's 1.5 and 144.5. I'm over. 4 o'clock Fox Sports 1 Big East first round. Xavier Butler. My line's Butler by 1/2 to 150 and 3/5. And Xavier 1.5 to 149.5. I'm going to take Butler plus 1.5 and minus 105. San Jose State, Colorado State, Mountain West first round 430. My line is Colorado State 13.5 to 143 and 9/10. And it's 15.5 and 137.5. I like the over. 5 o'clock ESPN 2, Southland Final, Nichols McNeese. Lions McNeese 8.7 to 145 and 3/10. It's 14.5 and 140.5. I'm going to actually take Nichols getting the points to cover. USA's 8-10 second round, LaSalle St. Bonaventure. Mountains Bonaventure 7.2 to 145 and 1/5. And 6.5 and 140.5. Over. 5:30 Pac-12 Network. Pac-12 first round. Oregon State UCLA. Maryland's UCLA by 7 to 137 and 1/5. And 6.5 and 126.5. Way over. Oh my god, I can't believe how low that is. 6 o'clock MEAC quarterfinal, Coppin State, Norfolk State. Mine's Norfolk 20.4 to 134 and 17/20. And it's 13.5 and 130.5. I'm gonna like 13.5 with Norfolk. Big 10 first round 6-3 on Peacock, Rutgers, Maryland. My line's Maryland 1.7 to 133 and 17/20. And it's 3.5 and 125.5. Over. Max second round, Canisius and Quinnipiac. Quarterfinal. My line's Quinnipiac 9.5, total 147. And it's 6.5 and 144.5. Actually, to 6.5 with Quinnipiac. Fox Sports 1 Big East first round, Georgetown Providence. So the Ed Cooley Bowl. Mine's Providence 11.3 to 145.5. And it's 10.5 and 142.5. Over. CUSA quarterfinal, FIU Sam Houston. My line's Sam Houston 9.7 to 145 and 19/20. And it is 7.5 and 145.5. I'm going to lay to 7.5 with Sam Houston. 7 o'clock CBS Sports Arctic Patriot League Final, Lehigh Colgate. That's Colgate 9.7 to 140 and 3/10. And it's 6.5 and 133.5. Over. Very over. Air Force, New Mexico. Mountain West first round. My line is New Mexico 15.3 to 146 and 3/5. And it's 15.5 and 144.5. Over. SC Snarrock, SEC first round, Vandy, Arkansas. My line is Arkansas 7.7 to 150 and 20th, and it is 5.5 and 148.5. I'm going to lay the points at Arkansas. Big 12 second round, Kansas State, Texas. Mine's Texas by 3, total 144 and 3/10. And it's 4.5 and 142.5. Slide over. ACC second round, 7 o'clock, ESPN 2, NC State, Syracuse. Mine's Q's 3.9 to 149 and 3/10. And it's 1.5 and 152.5. Under. But I don't feel good about it. St. Louis, Duquesne, 7:30 USA, A10 second round. My line's Duquesne 8 3/4 to 145 and 7/10. And 6.5 and 146.5. I'm going to lay the points at Duquesne. UMass, NC Central, 8 o'clock, MEAC quarterfinal. Mine's NC Central 8.1, total 138 and 20th. and it's 9.5 and 133.5. I like the over. 8:30 on Peacock, Big Ten first round, Michigan, Penn State. Milan's Penn State 7.2 to 151 and 11/20, and it is 6.5 and 150.5. I'm going to take the slight lean on the over. 9 o'clock, MAC quarterfinal, Iona Fairfield. My line's Fairfield 3.9, 145 and 4/5. And it is 3.5 and 146.5. Slight under. Fox Sports 1, Big East first round, DePaul Nova. Mine's Nova 16, total 142 and a 10th. It's 22.5 and 136.5. I'm going to take DePaul to cover. Big West first round, Bakersfield, Riverside. My line is Riverside 2.4 to 138 and 3/4. And it's 1.5 and 131.5 over. WAC first round, Cal Baptist, Utah Valley. Mine's Valley 3.3 to 135 and 7/20. And it's 3.5 and 127.5 over. CUSA quarterfinal, Middle Tennessee, Louisiana Tech. Man's Tech 6.6 to 136 and 3/5. And it's 10.5 and 131.5 over. Pac-12 first round, Pac-12 Network, Stanford Cal. My line's Stanford by 3/5 to 151 and 3/4. It's 2.5 and 150.5. Slight lean Cal to cover. Next up, Big 12 second round, Cincy number 16 Kansas, 9:30 ESPN2. Because of the injuries, my line's Kansas 4 3/4, so 142 and 9/10. It should be 9 3/4, but because of the injuries, it's that low. And it is Cincinnati giving 2.5, total 130. Wow. That's amazing. I'm still going to take Kansas plus the points at plus 114. That's insane. SWAC quarterfinal, Bama State Grambling. Mine's Grambling 7.5, total 136 and 7/10. It's 1.5 and 127.5 over. 9:30 SEC Network, SEC first round, Missouri, Georgia. It's Georgia 7.3 to 149 and 9/20. It's 2.5 and 146.5. Only the points with Georgia. ESPNU, BC, Clemson, ACC second round. My line's Clemson 4 3/4, 149 and 3/20. And it's 6.5 and 148.5. Slight lean BC to cover. The Big Sky final, Montana State, Montana, 11:30 ESPN2. Mine's Montana 7.6, 147 and 3/4. And it's 4.5 and 147.5. I'm gonna lay the points in Montana. Big West first round, Northridge, Barbara. Islands, Barbara 2.2 to 146 and 11/20. It's 2.5 and 149.5 under. Ab Christian, Stephen F. Austin, WAC first round. Miss SFA 3.8 to 144 and 3/4. And it's 3.5 and 137.5. I like the over. And then Pac-12 Network, Pac-12 first round, Zona State, Utah. Mountains, Utah 3.7 to 147 and a 5th. And it's 5.5 and 145.5. I'm going to do slight lean to the over. All right, now move on to the NBA. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look at tonight. I did not do totals again for the same reason. I did not do totals. Yesterday, Knicks over the Sixers, 106-79. Grizz over the Wiz, 109-97. Pacers over the Thunder, 121-111. Rockets over Spurs, 103-101. Celtics over Jazz, 123-107. So best bet hit. T-Wolves over the Clips, 118-100. And the Kings over the Bucks, 129-94. So the T-Wolves came back to beat the Clippers, huh? All All right, 7 o'clock, you have the Raptors and the Pistons. Mine's Pistons by 3/4. No RJ Barrett. And it's 3.5 and 2-3-2. I'm going to take the Raptors getting the points. Nets Magic. Mine's Magic 8.5. It's 7-2, 5.5. I like the over. 7:30 Bulls Pacers. Mine's Pacers 5 and 3/4. It is 4 and 2-3, 1.5. I like the over. On ESPN, Nuggets Heat. My line's the Nuggets 4 and 3/4. And it's 4.5, 2, 14.5. I like the over. 8 o'clock Hornets Grizz. My line's Grizz by 5 and 3/4. And it's Hornets 1.5. Total 205.5. Yikes. I'll take the over. Cavs Pelicans. Mine's Pelicans 6 and 3/4. And it's 7-2, 14.5. I'll take that over too. 8:30 Warriors Mavs. Mine's Mavs 8 and 3/4. And 7.5, 2-3-6. Under. 10 o'clock Hawks Blazers. Mine's the Hawks 2.5. And it's 3.5, 2-16.5. I like the under. And then 10 o'clock ESPN Lakers Kings. Mine's the Kings by 4. And it's the Lakers 1.5. Total 238.5. Wrong team's favored. Give me the Kings plus the points and plus 102 to win outright. All right, the NHL. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight. Rangers over the Canes 1-0. Sabres over the Wings 7-3. Habs over the Jackets 3-0. Sens over the Pens 2-1 OT. Flyers over the Sharks 3-2. Panthers over the Stars 4-3. Wild over the Coyotes 4-1. Blackhawks over the Ducks 7-2. Avs over the Flames 6-2. Golden Knights over the Kraken 5-4 OT. Only 4 games tonight, 7:30 on TNT. You have the Kings and the Blues. Kings minus 154, Blues plus 128, over under 5.5. Overs minus 128, unders plus 104. Kings minus 1.5 is plus 160. Blues plus 1.5 is minus 194. Tough one. I'm going to go with the under, right? I don't feel good about it. Preds, Jets. Jets minus 156, Preds plus 130, over under 5.5. Overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Preds plus 1.5 is minus 182. Jets minus 1.5 is plus 150. Over. 10 o'clock TNT, Caps, Oilers. Oilers minus 295, Caps plus 235, over under 6.5. Overs even money, unders minus 122. Caps plus 1.5 is minus 105. Oilers minus 1.5 is minus 114. I'm going to lay it with the Oilers, the puck line. And last but not least, should be on TNT, Avs Canucks at 10:30. Avs minus 111, Canucks minus 108, over under 6.5. Overs minus 128, unders plus 104. Avs plus 1.5 is minus 255. Canucks minus 1.5 is plus 205. I'm going to take the Avs at minus 11. There's a reason they're favored on the road. Spring training, we will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today. Pirates over the Braves 5-1. Tigers over the Twins 1-0. Cards over the Red Sox 8-6. O's over the Rays 12-8. Jays over the Yanks 8-1. Astros over the Marlins 9-1. Guardians over the Rangers 3-0. A's over the Mariners 4-2. Dodgers over the Giants 6-4. D-backs Padres 2-2 tie. Rockies over the Royals 4-2. Nats over the Mets 4-1. White Sox over the Reds 14-1. Cubs over the Brewers 6-5. All right, today 1 o'clock. Red Sox, Yankees, Tigers, Phils, Twins, Rays, Cards, Twins. Pirates, Jays, Nats, Marlins, 4 o'clock. Angels, Royals, Cubs, Guardians, Reds, Giants, Mariners, Dodgers, White Sox, Brewers. Rockies, D-backs, A's, Padres, 6 o'clock. Braves, O's, and Astros, Mets. Now we'll do soccer. We will go over results from yesterday and look ahead to today's notable games. We'll start in Champions League. Arsenal FC Porto. Arsenal wins 1-0. But they're tied on aggregate. And then Arsenal advanced 4-2 on penalties. Barcelona over Napoli 3-1. Barcelona advances 4-2 on aggregate. And then 4 o'clock, they have Atletico and Inter Milan. Inter's plus 145, Atletico plus 195, draw plus 230. I'm going to go Inter Milan at plus 145. Dortmund PSV. Dortmund plus 115, PSV 2-1, the draw's plus 280. I'm going to go with the draw plus 280. And by the way, they're tied on aggregate, and Inter leads 1-0 on aggregate. the Pokal quarterfinal. Saarbrücken over Gladbach 2-1. EFL Borough over Birmingham 1-0. CONCACAF. Columbus Houston 1-1 draw, but Columbus advances 2-1 aggregate. Pachuca kills Philly 6-0. They advance 6-0 in aggregate. And then Tigres beats Orlando 4-2 and advances 4-2 on aggregate. All right, tonight, 6 o'clock, Robin Hood and Herediano. I can't find that game. I think Herediano will win in advance. Miami Nashville tied on aggregate. Miami's minus 220, Nashville's plus 490, draw plus 330. We're going under 2.5 goals plus 116. And America and Guadalajara at 1030. America minus 220, Guadalajara plus 470, draw plus 340. Under 2.5 goals minus 102. Today we have Premier League, Bournemouth Luton. Bournemouth minus 10, Luton 5-1. The draws plus 370. Over 3.5 goals plus 102. And I know we have Scottish Premiership today. 2 games. 3:45 Dundee, Aberdeen. Dundee plus 160, Aberdeen plus 160, draw plus 220. I'm going to go with draw just plus 220. And then Ross County, Hibernian. Hibernian minus 1.5, Ross County plus 270, draw plus 240. I'm going to go with Hibernian on the road at minus 105. Now we'll look at tea times and go and make a pick for the Players Championship. So 7:40 of Taylor Montgomery, Taylor Pendrith, Zach Blair, Ryan Moore, Trey Merritt, Jason Hadley. 7:51 Aaron Ray, Ben Taylor, Yachun Yuan, Brandon Wu, Michael Kim, Carson Young. 8:02 Minwoo Lee, Joel Donovan, Christian Ziedenhout, Thomas Dietrich, Alex Thoren, Joseph Burnett. 8:13 Saiwoo Kim, Taylor Hogue, Lucas Hodges, Camilo Vegas, Matt Kuchar, Jason Day. 8:24 Xander Schauffele, Chad Ramey, Kurt Katayama, Adam Shanks, Sam Burns, Tommy Fleetwood. 8:35 Sepp Straka, Victor Hovland, Victor Norman, Chester V, Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth. 8:46 Ludwig Aberg, Bryce Garnett, Adam Scott, Ryan Henley, Patrick Cantlay, Steve Stricker. 8:57 Taylor Moore, Nate Taylor, Justin Rose, Tom Kim, Scott Stallings, Emiliano Grillo. 9:08 Son J.M., Evan Van Rooyen, Webb Simpson, Brett Horschel, Lucas Glover, Brendan Todd. 9:19 Ryan Fox, C.T. Pond, Kevin Stroman, Keegan Bradley, Adam Hadman, Kyung Lee. 9:30 Justin Lauer, Tyson Alexander, Justin Sue, Grayson Sieg, Davis Lipsky, Martin Laird. 9:41 Ben Silverman, Robbie Shelton, Nate Lashley, Robert McIntyre, Ben Coles, Rio Hisatune. All right, afternoon session, 12:45 CAU, Doug Gim, Matthias Schmid, Hayden Buckley, Patrick Rogers, Byung Ganon. 12:56 Matthew Neesmith, Alex Smalley, Nicholas Hojar, Denny McCarthy, Bio Hostler, Peter Malnati. 107 Stefan Yeager, Mark Covers, Sam Ryder, Cam Davis, Keith Mitchell, Dylan Wu. 118 Grayson Murray, Jake Knapp, Seamus Power, Nicholas Dunlap, Matthew Pavon, Francesco Molinari. 129 Matt Walls, Adam Svensson, Max Homa, Hideki Matsuyama, Nick Hardy, Matt Fitzpatrick. 140 JT Potson, Nicholas Echeverria, Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, Harry English,
151, Colin Morikawa, J.J. Spawn, Davis Riley, Wyndham Clark, Corey Connors, Brian Harmon. 202, Will Zalatoris, Cam Young, Gary Woodland, Shane Lowry, Luke List, Tony Finau. 213, Sahith Theegala, Kate Bahita, Austin Eckler, Chris Kurt, Adam Putnam, Mackenzie Hughes. 224, Andrew Novak, Grayson Higo, Seungwoo Kim, Ben Griffin, Alex Badley, Davis Thompson. 235, Eric Cole, Harry Hall, Tyler Duncan, Callum Tarrant, Ben Martin, Matt McNeely. 246, Sammy Valimaki, Jimmy Stranger, Charlie Hoffman, Samuel Stevens, Chong Kim, and David Skins. So there's the lineup for the players. Last year, Scotty won. The year before, it was Cam Smith. 2021, it was Justin Thomas. In 19, it was Rory. In 18, it was Webb Simpson. Xander came in second. Siwoo Kim won in 17, and they didn't have it in 2020 with COVID. So, I have a couple names in mind that I am considering. And the player I'm going to bet on is one of my favorites to bet on, especially as a long shot of 110 to 1. And that, my friends, is Justin Rose, as I'm going to lay a 20th of a unit on Justin Rose at 110 to 1. Yes, a super duper long shot to win the Players' Championship. Okay, now we'll move on to Masked Singer. We will quickly recap the show. So, last week was the season premiere. Rita Ora's in for Nicole Scherzinger now. And Rita is a good addition to the show. I really enjoyed her. So, we're not going to go over the hints. We're just going to do performers and guesses. Goldfish went first, and Goldfish performed Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. She was outstanding. Goldfish's special clue was gold record, gold is lucky color. We're going to do that. My early guess is Idina Menzel because of some of the clues. Glass slippers, Dorothy, like the Wicked, Wizard of Oz connection. Rita Ora said Hillary Duff, Lucy Hale, Leah Michelle. Jenny said Selena Gomez, and Ken said Carly Rae Jepsen. Starfish was next. Starfish performed Material Girl by Madonna. The special clue was 9 o'clock and streamed over 1 billion a year. My early guess for Starfish is Meryl Streep. Rita said Catherine O'Hara. Robin said Sherry O'Terry. And Jenny said Molly Shannon. The Ugly Sweater. Yeah, that's a character. Performed The Best by Tina Turner. The special clue was a featuring sign with eyeballs. My first impression guess, or my first thought guess, it was B.O.B. Obviously, he sings that song, You Got the Magic in Me. Robin said Aaron Newell and Charlie Wilson. Ken said Neil Rogers. And Rita said Dean White. Lovebird performed Home by Philip Phillips. The clue was a TV that says Leading Man. My early guess for this is Emmanuel Akko, who's currently on TV and is a part of The Bachelor. Ken had a stupid guess of Travis Kelce. I think Travis Kelce missed his window to be on The Masked Singer. He should have been on it a couple seasons ago before he started dating the biggest star in the world. Rita said Odell Beckham Jr., which maybe makes Ken's guess not look so terrible. But I don't think that's a good guess either. And then Jenny said Nick Vile, which I thought was the best guess of the ones that were provided. And then last was Book. And Book performed So Sick by Neo, and it was a bad performance. My first thought was Jamie Foxx. They didn't do a special clue, which tells me that this was scripted. But my final guess for Book was Kevin Hart, and that's who Robin said. And Book unmasked unexpectedly ended up being the one and only Kevin Hart. So Group B is next week, or I should say tonight. They said in last week's episode that next week would be Group B. That's where I had that in my head. And then I guess there's going to be a Group C that's going to go actually next week. So we'll keep our eye on that. Survivor. Really interesting episode from last week. So the show opens with Bonu and Kenzie having a conversation, and Bonu saying that he didn't feel comfortable. And then Q and Tiffany were talking about Kenzie's threat level because of her strong connections with everyone. At Nami, the players felt that they were separate and not connecting with Venus. And at Sega, Ben made fire, which was exciting for everybody else. Tim was concerned that they were outnumbered by the ladies, but Charlie already made an alliance with them. And then Charlie decided that he and Maria should make a stronger duo, effectively putting them in the center. And then at Nami, Venus and Rondon were not safe, so they went on idol searches. Rondon found the Beware advantage. And then Yanu was starting to realize that Jess was just really socially awkward. And Kenzie pulled her and Badu for a chat when they thought to take out Q or Tiffany. And Jess saw this as an opportunity to throw someone under the bus and build connections for herself. She told Q about the plan, which made him more aware of Kenzie. And then the challenge was that one player cut a rope, releasing two wheels before attaching it to the wagon, and the players pushed the wagon to a sand pit, and then they had to dig up two chests and load them on the wagon, and then they ran through a path and used the puzzle pieces or inside the chest to spell the word persistence in a freestanding arch. And then the first two tribes to spell the word correctly without pieces falling won immunity and fishing gear. And yet again, Nami wins. And then Siga's second. Yanu loses again and goes to tribal for the second week in a row. And then Yanu, people were concerned that Jess would play her shot in the dark, so they made a fake idol. And then Tiffany tried to direct Jess to the location of the idol, but she didn't find it. And then Q devised a plan to sneak it to her directly instead, in which he said, I'm going to give this to you, which was the fake idol. And then Jess was worried at first, so she talked to Tiff about voting out Kenzie, but Tiff recognized her plan. And then tribal, Banu's paranoia really had them like, oh my goodness. But I think that they did that to throw off Jess even more. So that's who Jess ended up voting for. But Jess placed the fake idol, and then she gets sent home. I did superlatives on the show on Thursday, so go back to the Thursday show if you want to hear them. All right.
Now we'll quickly go over the news and notes for today. A lot more free agency stuff for the NFL. So the big deal was that the Texans trade for Joe Mixon as they give up only a 7th round pick to get him. Great ad for Houston. I absolutely love that addition. Derrick Henry to the Ravens, 2 for $16. I love that signing for Baltimore. The Giants make some more signings. They gave Drew Lock a 1-year deal. They signed Jalen Mills to a 1-year deal, the safety. And then Isaiah McKenzie, who I absolutely love. Nashawn Robinson to the Panthers, 3-year deal, $22.5 million. The Steelers trade Deontay Johnson to the Panthers. There's some picks involved in that. And a corner got traded in that deal too. And the big deal that the Steelers made yesterday is that they signed Patrick Queen, 3 for $41. I absolutely love that move for Pittsburgh. The Patriots are targeting Calvin Ridley. The Falcons signed Darnell Mooney, 3 for $39 million, $26 million guaranteed. Don't know if I love that deal. The Dolphins signed Shaq Barrett, so that's a good one. The Browns signed Jameis Winston, 1 for $8.7. Justin Fields is still a trade candidate. Market is evolving for Fields amid free agency moves. After it was reported that the Colts signing Danielle Hunter, he signs with the Texans. I forget what the exact number was. I think it was like 2 for $42 or something like that. Jordan Poyer to the Bills on a 1-year deal. Dante Jackson is who the Steelers got for Deontay Johnson. Dante Johnson, the 6th for Deontay Johnson in the 7th. The Broncos are not shopping Cortland Sutton. C.J. Gardner-Johnson back to the Eagles, 3 years, $33 million. I like that signing for Philly. The Raiders to cut Jimmy Garoppolo, as that was expected. Lamar Jackson trolls Tiki Barber after Patrick Queen joins the Steelers. Yikes. Barry Sanders backs Saquon Barkley amid criticism for joining the Eagles. So more stuff. Only one head coach was at Oregon's Pro Day, and that's the Bears' Matt Eberflus, which was weird. Scouts to watch Bo Nix included the Raiders, the Patriots, and the Jets. WNBA news, Cameron Brink declaring for the draft from Stanford. Aaron Judge's abdominal MRI clean, as he's pretty sure he'll play opening day. You better be freaking sure. An Atlanta group wants an NHL team as Anton Carter-led group makes formal request for expansion franchise. We'll see how that goes. Georgia tight end Pierce Spurlin III retires from football due to a heart issue. Nick Saban says the NIL ruined college football, as he says everything he believed about college football no longer exists. How about this? Aaron Rodgers may run with RFK Jr. as he's welcomed the approach about being featured on independent presidential ticket. Rangers rookie Matt Rempe suspended 4 games for elbowing Jonas Single-Thaler on Monday. That's not really that stunning. Simone Biles made a post about the Bears after her husband signed them. Kawhi Leonard exits the arena because of back spasms. Only played 12 minutes before leaving the game. Louisville likely firing Kenny Payne. They should have fired him last year. I've been saying that on the podcast for a while, and now the search is on. The Bulls will revisit a Zach LaVine trade in the offseason. Oh my God. They're not going to get anything for him, literally. 2 teams in on JD Martinez. Mets and Angels among teams talking to him. And the Rangers are eyeing Dylan Ceases. Them and the White Sox have engaged in recent discussions around him, as have the Yankees in the wake of the Garrett Cole stuff. All right, so best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I thought of a good one. I'm going to go to college basketball and I'll go to a conference tournament. I'm going to bet an over. The total was so low, but I had to do it. 126.5 is the total of Oregon State UCLA. I'm laying 1/10 of a unit. And I'm going to take the over. Over 126.5 in Oregon State UCLA minus 114. That will be best bet of the day. So there you have it for the show. I'll be back recapping everything and looking ahead to everything tomorrow, and then we'll recap the shows. So that should be fun. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, everyone.